What is up, YouTubers? Johnza here, and welcome back to more Detective Pikachu Returns. And apparently, the last time I played this was just before the end of 2023. I didn't even realize. Well, up and back right into it. Pikachu is still locked up. We're trying to find out the culprit and everything. I think we're just kind of exploring as Tim right now, and I think we're trying to find Mighty Anna, who is a quote-unquote friend of Luxray. So now I gotta interrogate the police, which I've also done all my side missions as well, so we can finally move on with the story. If danger rears its head, you can trust Rhyme City Police to protect and serve.
Excuse me?
Sorry, I'd just like to ask a few questions, if that's alright. Questions? I'm happy to answer anything I can. Is Pokemon Detainment one of your assignments? Yes, it sure is. And we're being extra vigilant for the remainder of Pokemon Friendship Week. Mayor Myers has been promoting it a lot lately. Yes, he has. Pokemon Friendship Week has occurred in response to the R incident 2 years ago. Is that so? It represents our ideals of peaceful conquests with Pokemon. As officers of the law, we work hard to protect that peace. Oh, I see. The police are lucky to have an officer like you. If anything happens, we'll be there in no time, so you can put your mind at ease. Thanks to the state-of-the-art surveillance cameras we've been using, not a single incident slipped by unrecorded. Are the cameras really all that special? They are. Our cameras have captured the in-crime moments in every recent incident. Really, every last one. Are you sure that isn't just a coincidence? I'm sure those cameras are amazing, but that sounds too good to be true. We don't have a lot of surveillance cameras at our disposal, but a few we are extremely effective. You, sir! Or ma'am, I guess you're also a ma'am. Sorry. We've had so many Pokemon Detainment assignments lately, it's pretty shocking how much they've spiked.
Excuse me?
Actually, that's exactly what I'd like to ask you about. Huh? Fancy that. It's one of your duties. Yes, it is. Recently, it feels like detaining Pokemon is all I do. Frankly, that's supposed to be the PPB's responsibility. But they're such a new organization, they don't have enough personal leave-in police officers like me to pick up their slack. That sounds pretty tough. I'm sure your department already has enough on their plate. Well, I wouldn't say that. The official story is that the PPB was formed to assist the police police keep us from spreading ourselves too thin, that sort of thing. But between you and me, Rhyme City never given us more police work than we can handle. I think the PPB are established as part of Mayor's vision for the city. Oh, excuse me. I don't know where that came from. But, and this goes without saying, working with people and Pokemon are two different ball games. Yeah, people have individual quirks, but at least we're all one species. Pokemon, on the other hand, exactly. There's an infinite number of variables we need to be able to respond to in any given situation. Sometimes it feels way above our pay grade, but with our direction, the mayor and the PBB are taking things, there's not much I can do. Think. Think. Let's think about anything strange about the PBD's activity. About the cameras? PBB's stage incident. There are only a few surveillance cameras in the city, yet everyone incidents was caught on camera, no matter how you slice it. That could be to be coincidence. Guessing this one? Yep.
Okay.
Morpeko, Impidimp, Inteleon, and Pikachu. A lot of Pokemon have been detained in different places. Yet somehow the few surveillance cameras in the city managed to film each one of them. Seems too good to be true. Not to mention the surveillance cameras caught the exact moment each crime was committed. Right, seems a bit too convenient. Maybe the PBB staged the crimes and filmed it. That could be true with the Ditto. Especially since they have those cubes which are very suspicious. That's definitely a possibility. All this time, I just assumed there was another Pikachu, but now I'm having second thoughts. What do you mean? So many Pokemon have caused incidents and been detained in such short time. It seems that the incriminating detail for every one of these incidents has been captured on camera. Rather than finding a double for each and every one of the Pokemon, it would be much easier for them to use just one Pokemon capable of passing as one of the others. If they had a Pokemon that could do that, yeah, if they had a Pokemon like that, it could explain how so many of these incidents occurred in such a short time. So we should be looking for is a Pokemon that looks like other Pokemon. Right, let's ask around. So it looks like we already have two things here. Even if the Pokemon Protection Bureau staged the incident, the actual crimes had to have been committed by a Pokemon. All the partners of the detained Pokemon said the same thing. They're convinced that their Pokemon would never commit any crimes to be accused of. You can only think of one possible explanation. Different Pokemon than the ones they were detained committed all those crimes. We gotta find all the Pokemon we can make itself look like other Pokemon. Yeah, let's go ask some folks around the city. Do I have to ask the same or... No, not you. Nope. Oh, hello. Yeah, what you got in yourself in Ipidim?
Excuse me.
Can you think of any Pokemon that's able to make itself look like a different one? Yeah, I once met an old lady who had a Ditto for her partner. Pretty sure she even lived in the 2nd Avenue if memory serves. Really? Thanks so much. Let's keep asking around. Well, I think I... Let's see. Yeah, you're just a question. Oh, Ditto dear. Did someone... did I hear someone calling for something? Ditto? Where could it be? I bet it's Ditto's partner. I think the voice is coming from the back. Let's check. Get back here, you thief! Well, it's not you two. You weren't here before.
Excuse me.
Oh, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Oh, sure, go right ahead. I've been so lonely. It's nice to have a distraction. What's wrong? Well, you see, my dear Ditto went missing a while ago. So that was just a voice we heard just now. Yes, I've been looking for it everywhere, but I just can't find it. I'm worried sick. Hope it shows up again soon. Thanks, I'm trying to cheer me up. I really do miss my Ditto. Ditto loves to play by the using transform. It turns into all sorts of things. But my little one isn't actually very good at using transform. It can only imitate what it sees with its own eyes. Sometimes it gets the shape a bit wrong, but it makes it. But that just makes it even cuter. That poor woman. She said Ditto's been missing for a while now, right? I know it fits the profile for what we've been searching for, but could it really have gotten tangled up in all these incidents? It's possible, yeah. Is there any way to be sure? Yes, I can ask Pikachu. Ask Pikachu? Oh, yeah, it's about time for me to visit with him. So I'll discuss. I mean, I'll talk with you. Let's just see how he's doing. Are you sure I can join you in the visit, even though I'm not his partner? Yeah, it should be fine. Come on, let's go. Are we gonna tell her that we can talk to Pikachu? Alright, so let's go visit Pikachu. It looks like it's probably gonna be Pikachu time. Yeah, but I kind of figured it was gonna be Ditto. The only other Pokemon I can think of is a Zorua, which I don't think we've even noticed anything with the Zorua. But Zorua can only look like people in Pokemon, it can't actually use different moves. At least with Transform, like, you copy their movesets too. I guess I could have asked you. Or, no, I don't think you have anything interesting. And I'm here to visit my partner. Yep. Alrighty, Pikachu. So this is visitation room. I feel a little nervous in here. Oh yeah, it's your first time here. Oh wait, what is it, Tim? Oh, nothing. Could you actually wait a sec for me, Rachel? Yikes, what do I do? I've been keeping the fact that Pikachu and I can speak to each other in secret. What's Rachel gonna think when she sees me talking to him? If we're gonna keep up the investigation together, I should just tell her the truth. Are you okay, Tim? You look like you're thinking awfully hard.
Rachel, there's something I want to tell you.
What is it? It sounds pretty serious.
I don't expect you to believe me, but the truth is, I can understand everything Pikachu says.
You're crazy. I know, it must be shocking to hear someone say something like that. If you don't believe me, I understand. Amazing. Huh? That's incredible, Tim. I'm so jealous that you can communicate with Pokemon. So when you said you were solving cases with Pikachu, you really meant it, literally. Are you able to talk with him? Do you know how that happened? Honestly, I'm not sure myself. He's the only Pokemon I can understand, too. Pikachu intercepts for me when I'm speaking to Pokemon. Wow, Pikachu's pretty clever. It must be your strong bond of trust with Pikachu that led you to understand him. But we're not able to talk as soon as we met. Then maybe you just instantly understood each other's feelings from the start. Yeah, maybe. But hey, you're pretty amazing yourself, you know? You've studied so much about Pokemon, and it's clear how much you care about them. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate you saying that. I've always felt this way when that I went to understand Pokemon better. I have them understand me as well. Anyways, huh? Yeah, a Pokemon rescued me when I was just a little kid, you know?
Once, when I got lost in the forest in Bamboo Burrow, an Ursa ring helped me out.
An Ursa ring?
That's right. I was cold, lonely, and crying, but it stayed by my side and kept me safe. I know that Ursa ring helped me because it could understand what I was feeling. And that's why I wholeheartedly believe that Pokemon and humans can understand each other's feelings. My mother, I learned that from her.
Understanding each other's feelings. That's really nice.
Just kiss already. Anyways, I remember that day so clearly. That Ursula and I really connected back then, heart to heart. And when I told Mama and Papa about it, they said that humans and Pokemon were always meant to be that close. But Papa changed. All this Pokemon management stuff is so unlike him, and when they've done nothing wrong. I understand how you feel, Rachel. Thanks, Tim.
Yes.
Do you think we'll get here soon? I may not be able to understand him, but it'll be a relief just to see him safe and sound. Yeah, that's how I felt when I visited him yesterday. Here's Pikachu. Wonder if Tim made any progress in his investigation. Hey Tim, thanks for coming to see me. Glad to see you're okay, Pikachu. Oh, and Rachel's here too? Hey Tim, are you sure about this is okay? Letting her see us talk like this? About that, I actually told Rachel our secret a minute ago. She knows that you and I can talk to each other. Wow, that was pretty bold of you. Did she even believe you? Yeah, she even said she was jealous. Well, that's a relief. Rachel's a bit of an odd one, isn't she? Either way, there's still an officer in the room, so we should keep it down. Yeah, I know. So anyways, let's get straight to the point. I've got something to report to you, Tim. I managed to help the other Pokemon in the detainment room. Now I can see into all sorts of different places inside the police station. Wow, that's fantastic. Good thing you figured out how to get along with them. We're not exactly best friends or anything like that, but I guess that's okay. There's something else I wanted to talk to you about, too. Come on, let's pull in our information. What have you found? I found this photo of the incident occurring at the Fountain Plaza. Check it out. It's a Pikachu. And I don't get and I don't gotta tell you it's not me. That other Pikachu is a real culprit. But your hat is in the picture. Oh, it mimics what it sees. And it doesn't even have the face right either, so yeah, somebody must have gotten it specifically to frame me. But it's obvious that isn't me, right? Right. You've got oh yeah, wait, the stripes aren't even on his back. I didn't even realize. But the Pikachu in the photo doesn't have any stripes. Exactly. And I'm curious about the thing on its back. It's the same device that I got on my back right now, too. I asked around the city yesterday about those devices. Based on the testimony I gather, I'm pretty sure they are meant to keep Pokemon peaceful? I don't know what it says. To keep them from going berserk, you mean? Oh, were you able to track down the real culprit, the other Pikachu? No, we found some tracks, but they trailed off, and I don't know where it went. Too bad. Sorry, haven't been able to prove your innocence yet. Hey, no need to apologize. I know you're trying your best. If you couldn't find it, you couldn't find it. What's important is what you do next. Yeah, and as for your double of yours, I think there's a high chance that a different Pokemon was impersonating you. You think so? Now there's an anthology theory. By the way, Pikachu, what kind of Pokemon are helping you in the station? There's lots of them, but the most helpful one is Luxray. He's a bit rough around the edges, but he can use see-through projectiles and use powerful electric moves. That vision thing sounds pretty handy, but if he knows strong electric type moves... Let me stop you right there. I don't think Luxray is the culprit at all. If he were, the PPP wouldn't have had any case to arrest me in the first place. Yeah, good point. That reminds me, Luxray asked me to pass a message to you. What is it? He wants to know how his friend Mariana is doing out there. Okay, so we didn't know about Mariana yet, but now we do. The two of them got into a fight, and Luxray's worried about what happened in the aftermath. He says that Mariana usually hangs out in 2nd Avenue. Got it. I'll keep an eye out for Mariana and let you know how he's doing. Thanks, Tim. So any guesses of what Pokemon is pretending to be me? I have an idea, but I'll need to consider all the possibilities. Let's see.
Let's think.
It was Detective Pikachu. It was him. I want to see what happens. Pikachu Pikachu is Pikachu the culprit? A Q-safe device on Pikachu's back. That means he might have committed the crime, even though he wasn't conscious while doing it. No, it was 100% Ditto. Ditto, huh? Yeah, Ditto. I could have made itself look like me. Ditto's partner said that Ditto can copy things it can see. That probably explains why there are no stripes on the back of Pikachu's back in the photo. But it looked in every I looked in every detainment cell and I don't see a Ditto in any of them. That's strange. If it was detained, it should be in the detainment cell. I guess I better search the other rooms in the station. If the PPB and the police have been using Ditto, then they're definitely up to no good. So that's it. What is it, Tim? I saw Brad out about several times while I was investigating. He seemed to be examining the scenes of the crime, a crime which already had a culprit. That's kind of suspicious. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I really don't want to suspect Brad, but I can't help but wonder what he's up to. Yeah, Brad may be a bit of a jerk, but but still, we've known him for 2 years now. I don't like having to think of him as a suspect, but you need to look into what he's been up to, Tim. But, Tim, you're a detective, aren't you? You're not trying to bring Brad down, you're only trying to uncover the truth. Yeah, you're right. And look into the cube-shaped device too. I understand their function to peacify Pokemon, but that one doesn't explain everything. You're right. The Pikachu in the photo damaged the Slowpoke statue. The device may have some other functions as well. I wonder what Brad is doing with at the crime scene. Suppose you should ask him. But if he was up to something shady, he might just give us a run around. I can't speak. In that case, we should probably ask the other police officer. Agreed. You might want to ask people in the city what they think of him too. Oh, and we have another one. So how about those cube-shaped devices work? I keep losing my memory here in the police station, so I really don't know much about them. Try asking people in the city about them. I'm sure there are people who've seen those devices attached to Pokemon. Try hearing what they've got to say. I wish I had more time. Good luck with your investigation. Oh, not this thing again. What is it, Pikachu? It's just like yesterday. I'm feeling I'm about to lose my memory. My body is moving on its own. Pikachu! It's no use. Pikachu okay? He was walking kind of strange just now. He's just like that after the visit, too. I'm worried about him. Alrighty, so are we hanging with Pikachu, or are we doing stuff with Tim? Seems like we need to do stuff with Tim right now, so... Entertainment Day 2, Tim Evening. Okay, so we're still with Tim. So there are 2 things we need to do. First, find Brad. Second, look into what those cube-shaped devices actually do. Is Brad the man we saw in the plaza? You know him, right? I hope you don't end up squaring off against each other because of the case. Yeah, that'd be pretty scary, but we don't know for sure yet that'll even happen. Let's just concentrate on uncovering the truth. Oh, and one more thing. If we see a Mariana, we need to check how it's doing. Mariana? Yeah, Pikachu asked me to check on it. Apparently it's friends with Luxray in the station. Wow, you talk about all that? It sounded like a Pika Pika to me. Yeah, that's normal. I'm pretty sure I'm the weird one here. Not weird. Tim acceptable. Thanks, Rachel. I'm glad I opened up to you. Detectives? Oh, sorry, I guess we shouldn't keep talking here. No, that's fine. We're talking about Brad just now? Uh, yeah, there's something we would like to ask him. Well, if you're looking for Brad, he just headed to the 2nd Avenue on new orders. Really? Thanks for letting us know. Okay, so we're heading to Avenue 2, right? Let's hear what Brad has to say. That would be this way. In 2nd Avenue. Find Brad, find Mariana, get information about... Ooh, hello. I guess I'll start with one of you two. Start with you this time. Did anything unusual happen in the city today? What do you mean by unusual? I mean, we respond to incidents every day. And with so many Pokemon-related incidents lately, it feels like anything but usual. Sounds like a lot to deal with. Maybe a lot, but my job, all I can do is keep doing my best.
Excuse me.
Well, there was a number of incidents. We'd like to tell you about each one. Listening to them all could take a while. No, I don't need all the details. I'm just looking for more general information. Sorry to trouble you. It sounds Charmer's busy. Oh, it's no trouble at all. Anything to protect the city peace. Okay, you are useless. My champ! Wow, check out those muscles. Rachel, I'm gonna be your new boyfriend, okay? Don't tempt into the muscles! Just look at my Machamp. Aren't those muscles a sight to behold? He certainly looks extremely strong. Well, you're useful. Thanks for asking questions. Let me through. Oh, you two shouldn't go this way. It's dangerous. Did something happen? There's an angry Pokemon back there. We should probably leave it alone. What do you think, Tim? It sounds like a police officer came this way. I think Brad must have gone... Oh, it might be Mariana. And so should we keep an eye out for that angry Pokemon. Oh no, it's Mariana! Now then, we're gonna have to detain this Pokemon properly. It's Brad. It sounds like he's just about to detain a Pokemon.
Oh,
It's a Mariana. Wait, Tim, isn't that... Yeah, it's the Pokemon Pikachu asked me to check up on, a Flame of Luxray. Well, if it isn't the great detective, you're welcome to observe, but don't get in the way. This Mariana is preventing resident from passing through. Not only that, this Mariana was previously involved in an altercation with Luxray. This Pokemon poses a clear threat to the public. I'm afraid we're going to have to detain it until we can calm it down. Wait, Brad. And you are... Wait, you're the mayor's daughter, aren't you? Yes, I'm Harward's daughter, Rachel. Just look at the Mariana, Brad. The poor thing is injured. Please, at least treat its wounds before you take it in. Don't you feel sorry for Mariana? I'll make sure it receives treatment after I've taken it to the station. Will that satisfy you? No, it won't. We'll treat Mariana ourselves then. Who, you two? My, who knew you were so talented? Tim, let me help let's help from a Pokemon. Are we even sure there's a Pokemon that can help? We'll go around. We'll find one right now. I'm sure there's one in the city somewhere. Maybe we can find a Chansey or an Rondano or an Indeedee or something. I did see an Indeedee. Okay. I know I saw an Indeedee earlier in the city, so... Pumpkaboo. This way. Might have been this way, but I also saw a Delcatty over here. Dude, Delcatty. Cool. And again, Gossifleurs. There's Indeedee. Is there anybody else I can ask about? Oh no, there. Do you need something?
Excuse me?
Just hoping to ask you some questions. Now speak out my ears. Oops. Guess I can't. We need your healing powers. Look, Tim, Indeedee. Hey, you two, what do you think you're doing? The Pokemon is hurt, please. We need Indeedee's help. Huh? Is that so? Very well. We should always help one another in times of need. Go with them, Indeedee. You can help them out. Thank you so much. This way, Indeedee. It appears that Mariana has recovered nicely. Not fully, but at least stable for now. Now I trust this is enough to put your mind at ease, Rachel. We appreciate you waiting for us to get it treated. There's something I'd like to talk to you about, Brad, before you take Mariana away. And what's that, great detective? There's something awful about all these Pokemon detainments that the police have been doing. Every incident was caught by a surveillance camera. That's too convenient to be natural. Surely you've noticed, Brad. Innocent Pokemon are being framed. That's what happened to my Pikachu, and he can't be the only one. So you're suspicious of the surveillance cameras. But the footage on those cameras have incriminating evidence. Unless, great detective, you found evidence that Pokemon are being framed. No, not yet. In that case, I have no choice but to take this Mariana, whose custody it's my duty. Take it away. Yes, sir. Detain the Mariana now, sir.
Aww.
I hope Mariana's okay. It'll be with Pikachu and the others at the station. I'm sure it'll be fine. This is all just too frustrating. Or so frustrating. We couldn't even stop Brad. If we just had some proof, we find some... we need to find some. Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad that Mariana finally calmed down. Now we can finally get through here safely. Hey, Tim, I bet we could talk to those people right now. You're right, let's see what they have to say. Thank you for calming that Mariana just now. You really did us a favor.
Yes.
Oh, we actually didn't do much. Do you mind if we ask you some questions? Oh, what do you need? Do you know anything about the cube-shaped devices when the Pokemon are detained? I mean, those things that they stick on their backs? The way they glow, they're pretty hard to miss. Glowing backs, huh? Kind of reminds me of Volbeat and Illumise. Oh, and the Pokemon seem really dislike those devices. How could you tell? I saw a Pokemon struggling and flailing its limbs. About Brad.
Excuse me?
Anything about Brad McMaster? He's the police lieutenant who was just here. Not really. But he certainly was easy on the eyes. Yeah, he gives Rhyme City's finest a whole new meaning. Yeah, okay. I don't think we're gonna learn anything useful about Brad from these two.
Hey.
Should do now, Tim. I doubt we'll be able to speak with Brad directly anymore today. Let's talk to some other people. Luckily for us, there still seems to be a bunch of people out and about. Hope we can learn more about Brad and those cube-shaped devices. Another mission? What'll do?
Excuse me?
Need help with something? Afraid so. See, that building back there. One of my kids accidentally threw a ball up on the roof, but I can't get up there to retrieve it, so I'm not sure what to do. No kidding, I can't even see that high up. Scaling the wall is pretty much out of the question. Yep, and the icing on the cake, I foolishly promised my kid I'd have their ball back by tomorrow. There's gotta be some way I can get it down. Any ideas? Actually, I think this calls for some Pokemon help. Then let's go look for a Pokemon that is good at climbing buildings, or a Pokemon that can fly. Actually, wait, can we just get Apom? See what we can do. Just wait for a bit. Really, thank you so much. Damn, there are a lot of missions in this chapter. I doubt Glamia's gonna be able to help. I think Apom could. He's a bit of a climber. Do you have any more to say? I guess we can talk to you while we're on our way over there. There's your help earlier. Mind if I ask you some more questions? You're asking about my Impicadimp again? No, not this time. It's about something else. Did anything strange happen today after we talked? Nope, that was it. And Impidimp still hasn't come back. I wonder what that poor little guy's doing in the police station right now. Probably pulling pranks. Yeah, me too. He could be lonely in there. I'm more worried that he's getting up to his usual pranks and causing trouble with the police station. Literally, after I just said, "Oh, he's probably just doing some pranks." He's always got so much excess energy to burn. I can only hope he behaves himself and gets let out soon. Do you know a man named Brad McMaster who works for Rhyme City Police? He's tall, typical, wears blue suit. Oh, he just came to see me earlier. He asked me to tell him about Impidimp. Interesting. So I told him everything. How much Impidimp loves playing pranks, his fondness for shiny things, stuff like that. The lieutenant was a really good listener. He took it all very seriously. But I never figured out exactly why he was asking me all that. Ed? I see. Thanks for your help. So Brad was asking about Impidimp, who already been detained. What's Brad up to? I wonder if Brad's actually trying to figure this out himself. Maybe he thinks this is all much as well. Like, too convenient. Alright, let's go talk to Apom before we continue. I see Apom of Rhyme City is so energetic as ever. Say, these Pokemon are good at climbing trees, aren't they? Think one of them can receive the guy's ball? Oh, that's a great idea. Apom? Hey, Apom, I was wondering if you can help us. Do you think you could get a ball up down from a rooftop? Apom? Please, Apom, you're the only one who can help. Apom!
Alright.
Yeah. Let's go see about the ball. I don't know if there's going to be any other missions, but I'll keep an eye out if there's any. Oh, you two from earlier. Guess what? After you left, an Apom appeared and got the ball for me. So it helped you out after all. Glad to hear it. I figured you sent it over. It was such a huge help. My kid's going to be so happy. Though I better give them a stern talking about taking care of their things. Don't go too hard on them. Kids will be kids. Looks like Apom wants to play with the ball too. Apom! Oh, you want to play with my kid's ball? I just realized what I just said. God damn it. Do you want to play with... Oh, you want to play with my kids. They'll be so happy to have an Apom for a friend. Looks like you're happy to make new friends too, eh? Anyway, hi, Apom. There's that mission done. Nothing else back down here. Oh, I can ask you a question? Sure, can't wait. Oh, that's all. Well, I didn't mean to go that way. Oh more missions. I don't know what to do.
Excuse me.
Is everything okay? Well, I live on the back street just off the Fountain Plaza, you see, and I always walk through the plaza on my way home. But now, whenever I'm walking through the plaza, I keep hearing a strange voice. Strange voice. Yes, but when I turn around to see who's making it, I swear there's not a soul in sight. Think it's a ghost? Of course not. I'm sure there's a logical explanation. It's ghost-type Pokemon. I hope so, but until I know that voice, the plaza's just too creepy for me to go anywhere near it. This case of Rhyme City's ghost doesn't make it you curious, Tim? Sure does. Let's investigate. Thank you for the help. All I want is to feel safe enough to walk through the plaza again. Hopefully this is the last mission. I don't think there's anybody else going this way. There's not much any other place I can really go, so... It's around the Fountain Plaza. I didn't even... well, I mean, I don't know if I should talk just yet. Has your Pokemon gotten any better?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's recovering quickly. Thanks indeed. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Remember, helping each other out in times of need is the secret of a long life. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in that tree. Hello. Whoa, I really do hear something. Is that a Pokemon cry? It is. I can't quite tell what species. It's gotta be a Pokemon. There it is. It's coming from... It can't be far. Let's take another look around. Oh, it's just a Tailo. It's new in town. Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! It's Clefairy! Fuck! It's a Talos. That's what it was crying out. Boy, it's loud. What do you suppose it was making so much noise? I have a feeling this Talo only recently left its nest. Apparently young Talo often become lonely and start loudly crying out for their parents. Gosh, now I'm kind of worried for it. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll be fine. Talo are also known for being gutsy. Keep your spirits up, Talo. Lao! Well then, let's go before we found. Yeah, you got scared of a bird. I mean, I guess the type of bird, like, Swallow is the, like, I think it's, like, within the name, like, within Swallow. I don't know. I think they're kind of ferocious birds a little bit, I think. From what I remember. I can't remember exactly. Oh, detective, how did the investigation go? Turns out the voice you heard was a Talos. I think it was crying loud because it only just left its nest, so it's lonely. What a relief. Now I know there's nothing to worry about when I pass by. Oh, but if it's not too much trouble, would you mind introducing yourself to Talo? I'm sure there's someone checking in on it, and will feel safer too. Good idea. I actually just arrived in Rhyme City myself. I'll say hello to Talo whenever I make my way home. I hope we can be friends. Thanks. I bet you two will become friends in no time. Okay. I guess I'll go... Ooh, not you. Go this way. Did I even talk to you I mean, I know I talked to you. Now I can talk to you about Brad and this freaking cube.
Excuse me.
Yes, of course. The lieutenant really has been throwing himself into his work lately. The one weird thing I've noticed is that recently he's been going out and working on his own. And at the scene of the crimes that have already been solved at that. Why would he be doing that? I really couldn't tell you. It's true that the cube-shaped devices when you're blah blah blah. You must mean the management tags. What makes the management tag different from any other tag? Really? I'm not sure. I think they're really high tech or something. I mean, they're machines after all. They probably got little computers inside them or something. Do you know anything specific about their function? Well, I assume to say, ashamed to say, but not really. I think the higher up of the PBB know how they work, though. Alright. Well, I'm actually going to leave this episode here. We'll talk to this officer in the next episode. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, press the like button or subscribe to whatever. And I'll see all you dudes in the next video. See you dudes next time.
No, no, no! Oh. Things brought me so further away from the... Okay, thank God I was still there. I truly thought if that one fire dude really screwed me,